Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're joining me again. Today's class is a 25-minute practice and it offers the opportunity for a mellow and mindful stretch for your whole body, part of the Rise and Stretch series of classes. For this practice, you may wish to have a yoga block and a folded blanket with you. And if you are enjoying the classes on a regular basis and you'd like to support me, I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice laying down on your back. Place your feet as wide as your mat, knees bent, so that your knees can angle in and your low back can soften. Resting your hands onto your body, gently closing your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Offer yourself these first few moments of your practice the kindness to soften and be still. Resting in your own inner space, letting your bones settle into the support beneath you, and welcome all that you can feel and sense. And inviting in now a feeling of renewal with a deliberate breathe. Breathing in a little bit deeper and breathing out a little bit longer, softening. Embracing the idea of emptying before you begin. And if there are any places in your body or your mind that feel particularly stagnant or stuck, guide your breath there. Take 3 more cycles of breath. And completing your next exhale, gather your knees in toward your chest, give yourself a squeeze, draw some circles through your low back spine, a little rock, a bit of motion. And keep your right knee hugging in, step your left foot to the mat, and slip your hands behind the back of your right thigh. And as you inhale, point your right toes, extend your right leg up toward your ceiling until you feel just a mild stretch through the back of your leg. Then flex your foot and rebend your knee in toward your chest. Moving slow, point, extend, flex, and rebend. Continue on. And here you're allowing the nerves that run down the back of your leg to glide more seamlessly through the muscles and the soft tissue structures that they pass through. Less is more here, just seeking a mild stretch as you alternate between the two. Next time your right leg is extending, hold there, flex your toes, and deliberately relax your shoulders, your neck, and your face. Take 3 slow breaths. And transitioning into a reclined pigeon in 2 parts. First, place your right ankle to your left knee. Rest your arms to the floor, palms down, arms away from the sides of your body. Lift your left foot and hands free. Just start to draw some circles through your low back spine. And circle back. And now interlace your hands behind the belly of your left thigh and use the strength of your arms to draw both legs in closer. You can use the bend of your right elbow to encourage the right leg further away into greater external rotation. You can hold and breathe here or just gently rock side to side. A little motion, a little rhythm helps us to modulate sometimes between more and less expressions of the shape. Then keeping the placement of your right foot, settle your left foot to the floor and lower your right foot to the floor over to your left. As you arrive, take your left hand to your inner upper right thigh and ease your right thigh away from you, creating more space through the top of your hip. You can stay here, or if it's available, you can inch your left foot toward your right buttocks and connect your right hand to your left foot for a quad stretch. Breathe in deep here, melting into your shape with a long breath out. Take 2 more. Release and unravel. Step both feet to the floor. And we'll move into the second side. Hug your left knee in toward your chest. Slip your hands behind your left thigh. Inhale, point your foot. Extend your left leg up. Exhale, flex your foot and rebend your knee. Keep going, seeking just mild sensation as you move. You're allowing your nervous system to acclimatize to the stretch and bypass that natural tendency for your muscles to grip and contract. Next time your left leg is extended, pause and breathe smoothly in, smoothly out. 2 more breaths. And moving into reclined pigeon, start with your arms resting by your floor, left ankle to your right knee, lifting your right foot, with your toes flexed, just drawing some circles in one direction. And circle back. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh and then encourage your legs in a little closer toward you. And keep the placement of your left foot. Lower your right foot to the floor and let your left foot travel over to the floor to your right. Right hand now to your inner upper left thigh and ease your left thigh away from your belly. Option to remain here, or if your foot is close, connect your left hand to your right foot and add a quad stretch variation. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Allow yourself to soften. Last one, breathing in, slowly breathing out. Come back to center, place your feet to the floor. Just give yourself a moment to soften back in neutral. Then nudge your heels in toward your sitting bones, arms alongside your body. And on an inhale, lift your hips for bridge pose. Feeling your heart lift toward your throat. Add a light squeeze to your buttocks. Lengthening your tailbone toward the back of your knees as you hug your inner thigh line together. One more breath in and release down. Allow your knees to knock inward for constructive rest for a moment or two, just feeling the natural curve of your low back. So there's a bit of negative space between the low back and the floor, allowing your awareness to feel into that space, sensing the natural architecture of your low back as you breathe in deep, breathe out long. And then keeping the placement of your feet exactly the same, allow both knees to travel over to your right, stagging your legs in a windshield twist. An option to stay here, or you could stack the right ankle on top of your outer left knee, adding a little weight to your twist. Just notice how you breathe and your body responds. Just seeking breathable shapes in your body, so you invite your body to relax, lengthen and soften. Completing your next exhale, release. Take a few breaths to travel over and arrange yourself on the opposite side. Adding on if that feels appropriate, or separating your legs more if it offers you more space to breathe in your twist. And then just rolling out to one side, and we'll all meet up on all fours. Settling your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Spreading through the fingers, wave through a few rounds of cat and cow. Softening your belly, lifting your chest. For cow, rounding the spine, chin to chest. For cat. On your next exhale, ease back into child's pose. Rest your chest to your thighs, buttocks to your heels. Creep your fingertips forward, lengthening into the sides of your waist now through the reach of your arms. And then slide your hands back in toward you. Come to kneel high on your shins. Reach your arms overhead. Right hand to your left wrist now. Side bend over to your right. Lightly bracing with your right hip, fanning the ribs left side of your body. Inhale back through center. Switch your hands. Side bend over to your left. And return to center. Lower your hands to your hips. Balancing on your left shin, step your right foot forward, transition into a low lunge. You can rest your hands to the top of your right thigh. And again, if a little rhythm and a pulse through your hips feels good, move with your breath in and out of the lunge. Keep a light engagement through your left buttocks. Heavy your right heel into the mat. Moving into half monkey pose, release your fingertips to the floor under the shoulders, ease your hips back, and straighten any amount into your right leg. Dig your right heel down, flex your right toes, and open your posture with a long breath in, collarbones wide. Soften and fold with your out breath. Breathing in, find length. Breathing out and fold. Lunging forward with your inhale. Walk your right foot over into the right lane for lizard pose. Hands to the floor or a block on the inside of your right foot. Hug your inner right knee to your upper right arm. Circle and stir your hip. And circle back, opposite direction. And then reframe your right foot with your hands. Tuck your left toes under and gently lean your right knee forward beyond your ankle. Try and keep your right heel firmly grounded, seeking sensation through the back of your right calf. You can either stay here or option to move your left knee forward next to your right foot, taking your fingertips forward and leaning your torso onto your right thigh. Right heel stays glued to your mat. Toes on the left side remain tucked. On your exhale now, we're going to stand. Press into your feet, straighten your legs, and come into a pyramid variation. So feet are in a short stance, perhaps just a foot apart. Inhale, lift up, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your right thigh. And you can stay here. Option to walk your fingertips around to the right, bump your hips to the left. Notice the stretch travel into the outer left thigh. And coming back to center. Lengthen your chest forward. And then just take a soft step to the top of your mat. Placing your feet hips width apart, a generous bend in your knees, and then wind your arms behind your legs. Cross at the wrists, thread your hands through to your legs to opposite shins. And relax the crown of your head toward the floor. And use the resistance of your hands against your shins to draw your chest a little closer toward your thighs. Your weight slightly forward through your feet. On your inhale, unravel, release your hands, take a halfway lift, and then step your right foot back for low lunge, second side. Right knee softly down, coming upright, hands to the top of your left thigh. Pausing here for a few breaths, perhaps alternating in and out of your lunge. And on your next breath out, Ardha Hanuman, half monkey. Try and feel the shape of your spine here. Notice if you have space to open your posture. So you're lightly drawing your shoulder blades together onto your back, opening your chest. Lungs available for a nice deep breath in. And a long breath out. Lunging forward. Moving into lizard lunge. Toe heel your left foot over to your left. Land your hands inside your left foot. Circle and stir your left hip. And circle back. Reframe your left foot, fingertips to the floor, and then gently start to hinge your knee forward any amount. Aim to keep your left heel on the mat. Tuning into your breath. If it feels like you have a little bit more space, you can slide your right knee forward next to your left foot, fingertips forward, and add the weight of your torso over your left thigh. And then preparing to stand, tuck your right toes under, transition into this pyramid variation, short stance. Firm your right thigh straight, anchor your right heel, lengthen your heart forward. Fold with your exhale. Or you can work into the outer hips, walking your hands around to your left, lean your hips to the right. And coming back through center. And step now to the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet nice and wide, moving into Malasana Yogi Squat. Angle your toes out, heels in, bend your knees, lower your buttocks. Any accommodating shape here that meets your body comfortably, remembering we're doing this practice as a way to nourish ourselves. We're not holding ourselves hostage in any shape. Try not to be rigid. Just find a place where you can let your muscles soften, lengthen in their own range. Last few breaths here, elbows pressed toward the inner knees, lengthen your spine up. And then from here, use your hands for support and take a soft landing down to your mat, onto your buttocks. Moving into Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged fold. For comfort, you might like a blanket underneath your buttocks for support. Taking your legs wide into a V shape. And then aim to sit to the front of your pelvis, toes flexed. Inhale to lift through the front of your spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward, folding softly in your own range. Finding the qualities of surrender, gentle softness in your shape and around your edges. Letting you breathe, guide you in. One more full breath in. Stay for your out breath. And then easing your way upright. Take your hands to the back of your knees, step your feet in. Grab any additional layers or props you may wish to have as you come to recline down in a brief corpse pose, shavasana. Getting settled, relaxing, resting your energy now in this open, receptive shape. Feeling the front of your shoulders gently relaxing back. The back of your arms releasing down toward the floor. Melting the muscles of your thighs. Letting go of any gripping in your buttocks. Feel the whole weight of your body supported. Resting now, be back to guide you back shortly. And then slowly now, introduce some gentle movements, maybe shifting your weight side to side, wriggling your fingers, your toes, turning your head, bending your knees, take your feet to the floor, and ease your way out to your right side. Gently blinking your eyes open, as you're ready, pressing your way back up to sit. Thanks for sharing your practice with me today. I appreciate you being here. Namaste.